Hey guys, welcome to the Bambushi Happy Hour. Let's talk Big Brother season 27. I am Paige Bambushi Roethlisberger, and today is September 2nd. Today is day 57 in the Big Brother House season 27. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I always say, don't forget to like, comment, and share and subscribe, of course. Anywho, so guys, I like to do my weekly power rankings. It's actually like 3 tiers. This is the end of week 8, and we need to bring everybody up to speed. First off, we know that Mr. Keanu is the head of household. On the block, we had Mickey, we had Morgan, and we had Vince. Morgan won the power of veto, and she did take herself off of the block, even though she almost gave her power of veto to Vince, who was crying and whining and pouting and rubbing and touching and hugging and begging and pleading. But thanks to Ashley and Rachel, she did not do that. So she will not be going home this week. Vince, on the other hand, I don't know if he will be going home or not, but we'll get into that as we do our tier rankings. All right, so we're going to start off for you guys. Hooch is the bottom tier, and that means that you are actively doing stuff to F up your game. You got it? So you're just like messing things up. You're putting up people who are in your alliance on the block. You're having them sent home. You're not helping them. You're in a bad position in the house. That is the hooch. The mid tier, the premium tier, means that, oh, maybe you're doing some good work. Maybe you're doing some bad work, but it evens itself out. You may be a good floater. You may even be coasting, but you aren't doing anything that really will mess up your game and cause you to not win the game. And then finally, we have the top tier, which is, of course, top shelf. Now, top shelf, rarely have I put anybody in the top shelf tier on Big Brother season 27. I don't know if I ever put anybody in there. Maybe I did, but it was a low top shelf. I guess I felt really bad. But anyway, that means that you are doing really well in the house. You're in a good position. You are actively helping your game, and you may even be helping your allies, at least by not putting them on the block. Okay, so let's start off with Ashley. Now, Ashley has really great reads, but she still is a messy player. But she has probably some of the best reads in the house. And so even though she is on the block, I doubt it. I doubt very seriously that she is going home. She has the numbers. If for some reason if Mickey comes off the block, Mickey will vote for her. She has, of course, Rachel who will vote for her. She has, of course, Will who will vote for her. And supposedly, Ava says that she will vote for Ashley. This is over events. So I think that she stays. I think she pretty much, no matter what, unless Ashley does something crazy, but I'm going to give her a low premium because she is on the block. I don't know if she could have avoided being on the block though, because I don't think it's really all her fault, but she's still on the block. Okay. And supposedly there was a little bit of some commotion after the power of veto, after the veto ceremony. Ashley got into it with Keanu, Rachel got into it with Keanu. All of this has to do with Keanu and his misogyny. Now, whether or not he was being misogynistic in the moment, if you pay attention to Keanu, he talks down to everyone. And it just happens to be that there are more women in the house than men. And for some reason, it took him a very long time to start believing anything that women would say. If a man said it, he believed them. And if the woman said it, it would take a lot of convincing. Now, this is just what I'm seeing with my own eyeballs. If you guys disagree with me, so there was some type of argument after the renom ceremony or the power veto ceremony. So maybe you'll get to see it on the veto episode because I'm really curious about it. Could be much ado about nothing, but it definitely was something. Next, Ava. Now, Ava has decent reads, but For some reason, she thought Riley was so great. So that kind of threw me off a little bit, but she sees the house well. She's in a good position, but her position kind of took a little bit of a step back because so many people from her own alliance would be willing to put her up in place of Ashley. And I don't think that Ava realized that until now. Ava doesn't actively like to play the game much. She is in an alliance with Lauren, and possibly she'll be in one with Kelly. I don't know. But her and Lauren, I think, will work well with each other. And if she is willing to work with Ashley, I think that they can kind of do something. But Ava doesn't really like to work too hard. She likes to nap. I'm still going to give her a low premium because she does have decent reads and people mostly want to keep her, although some of her alliance members may not want to keep her. But it was just over Ashley, but that's a whole nother story. Moving on. We have Keanu. Keanu's a hooch. He's the head of household. He put up someone from his alliance, someone he should have never put up, Vince. Now, I don't mind that Vince is up because Vince needs to go home. Although I like Vince for entertainment value, but he still needs to go home. Keanu should have never put up Vince because Vince would never put up Keanu. Even though Vince has put up many of his alliance members, he was not going to put up Keanu. And Vince underestimated Keanu. But Keanu losing Vince, I think, will hurt his game because not many people want to work with Keanu. Keanu has pissed off Rachel again, pissed off Ashley, and I think Morgan will put Keanu up, even though Morgan said that she was going to work with Keanu recently. She just said that actually like last night. So we'll see. You can never tell with Morgan. She kind of just goes wherever Vince goes. But anyway, I'm still saying that Keanu, whatever Keanu wants to happen, doesn't happen. Like he wanted Morgan to go home. Morgan is not even on the block now. And he was trying to get Rachel out, but yet Rachel's his final two. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Hooch for Keanu for confusion. Next, we have Kelly Hooch. Kelly hasn't done anything this week, and probably it's because she found out that the live feeds were 24 hours. She hasn't said much. She hasn't done her instigating, which is good that she hasn't done it, but you can't really take Kelly serious at all. It's like she's just in there to disrupt everything. She can win competitions, but does anybody want to talk to Kelly? Because Kelly was so mean. You felt bad for her because you felt that people were isolating her and not wanting to be friends with her. But then anytime somebody would overextend themselves, she would like talk behind their back, start bull crap, like how she did Rachel. Rachel was one of the few people who actually were really nice to Kelly, and Kelly, for some reason, will go behind their back and talk smack about them. I don't know. Hooch for Kelly. I don't think that Kelly has any chance of winning this game. Next, Lauren. Now, Lauren, who you could barely hear with her little soft voice. I don't dislike Lauren. I think Lauren is a sweet girl, but Lauren needs to be more aggressive. Yes, she can win competitions, and maybe she's just thinking that if it comes down to it, I'm going to comp out. But I need Lauren to be decisive, to be strong, to make decisions, to put in the work. I'm going to give her, I want to say hooch. She's a hooch or low premium because she's not doing anything. Vince is on the block. She wants to keep Vince, which I don't know if keeping Vince is good for her game. But anyway, she wants to keep him. She's not doing much to help Vince. She just was like, she is telling Vince that Ava doesn't want to vote for you and you need to work on Ava, but asking her to get Kelly to help me, Lauren just looks, no, I think I've done enough. I don't want to do too much. I hope that Lauren, smartens up and walks around, socializes more. She's in good with Ava, but she needs to get in with some other people. Maybe Ashley is a good person for her to get in with because she's gonna need some help and some support in this game. She can't be so passive. So I'm gonna give her a low premium, maybe hooch, because I know that she knows better. She's just not doing better. Does that make any sense? Okay. Next, we have Mickey. Mickey's a hooch. Mickey at the beginning was very, very good, very persuasive, but just now nobody wants to talk to Mickey, and it's a possibility that Mickey could go home. But I did hear that Rachel and Ashley are trying to figure out a way in which they can vote out Vince over Mickey because they want to bring Morgan in closer to them. People don't like the optics of Vince and Morgan. I mean, they were showering together. Yes, I understand it was two separate showers, but they forgot their towels. They're just it's just a lot. Like I love it for the drama. I love it for, just being messy. But if I'm a game player and one of my allies is going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over unemployed man, then I don't know. I would want them to separate too, because once Morgan keys in on something, you have to, show her what to key in on. But once she gets her mind set, she's not going to stop gaming. It's just now her mind is focused on Vince. So I am going to have to give Mickey still a hooch. If she survives this week, I will give Mickey a premium. Let's see. Next, we have Morgan. Morgan gets a hooch this week. Last week, she got a high premium. This week, she gets a hooch because she won the power of veto and she entertained very heavily the possibility of giving her veto to Vince. Now, that's fine to give your veto to your ally, to use your veto on your ally, but not when you're sitting up on the block next to him. No, just no. And the fact that he kept begging for it should make you know that this should not even be your closest ally, because your closest ally will say to you, save yourself first, then we can work on saving me. See, I'm doing magic tricks, guys, in case anything is slowing down, just so you all know. So Morgan gets a hooch this week. Next, we have Rachel. Rachel is going to get a premium from me. She could have gotten a hooch because she almost got herself put on the block, but I'm going to give Rachel a premium because Rachel fights hard, fights for her allies. That's it. Vince gets a hooch because Vince just kind of, he's too much. He's entertaining. Don't get me wrong, but this week it's a very strong possibility he could go home. So Vince is getting a hooch. Will to me played the best game this week. He's getting a high premium. Yes, Will doesn't do much, but Will found some extra energy and is trying to make things right between his two favorite girls, Ava and Ashley, and trying to make sure that they don't go against each other on this vote with Ashley up on the block. So he did do that. He woke up from his naps. He, was definitive in, making sure that Ava didn't know that Ashley actually wanted her on the block, which she did. Ashley did want Ava on the block, but she didn't tell Keanu that. She did tell Morgan, but she didn't tell Keanu. So all right, guys. So to me, the person who played the best this week, like I said, is Will. For the most part, people are playing messy and they're really sucky, but it's very entertaining. Who do you think is going to go home this week? It's going to be probably either Mickey or Vince. My guess is that it'll be Mickey, but it could be Vince. They could, get enough votes to get Vince to go home. And if that happens, bye bye, Vince. But as of now, as of this recording, more than likely it'll be Mickey. But like I said, that could change. Who knows? I will be back again on Thursday after the eviction episode, and that will be the start of jury. And I will let you know, guys, know my thoughts on who went home and who should be the next HOH. Thank you so much for supporting the Bambushi Happy Hour. Let's Talk Big Brother Season 27. I'll see you soon. Bye.
It'll get you drunk.